In response to the affirmative's claims, citing outrageous exceptions that really undermine the foundation of tenure and ignore all of the benefits of it, the bottom line is that achieving tenure is a difficult process that tests the applicants on multiple levels. It's not just awarded to anyone. Tenured faculty must earn their title. David Yamada in 2011 of the New Workplace Institute blog notes that when professors apply for tenure, their classes are observed by tenured faculty peers, scholarship is reviewed by inside and outside referees, and overall performance is tracked by an oversight committee, a department chair, and various deans. The affirmative claims that it is a fairly rigorous time for tenure applicants, the probationary period. The National Education Association also states that this probationary period averages 3 years for community colleges and 7 years at four-year colleges. People are denied tenure at the end of this time. If people are denied tenure at the end of this time, they lose their jobs. So basically, tenure is an up or out process. It's not to be taken lightly, and anyone who undertakes it is really serious about it. Tenured faculty members continue to be evaluated throughout their tenure. The National Education Association does note that faculty members remain accountable after achieving tenure. Tenured faculty at most colleges and universities are evaluated periodically. Granted, these are ideals, these are the ideals of tenureship, but the system works. Abolishing tenure ignores all of these positive benefits. Tenure also encourages professors to improve their professional efforts. The National Education Association notes that due process is a civilized value. The right measure of job security, in this case tenure, makes people more productive, not less. Tenured professors generally publish more, they serve on committees, and they teach more. Faculty members also respond to surveys and overwhelmingly report that teaching is their favorite responsibility and that they do more teaching than anything else. In 2011, Madeline Isaacs, a professor of counseling and a former union president for Florida Gulf Coast University, notes that not offering tenure does discourage some professors from applying for jobs and can be an incentive for others to leave. Therefore, tenure can be an incentive for teachers to even become teachers. This is not to mention that tenure enhances the progression of teaching in and of itself. Tenure supplies compensation when teachers perform well. Tenure also creates better, more creative teachers. In 2014, Randy Weingarten, president of the American Federation of Teachers, quotes that good teachers need to be creative. They need to take risks. They need to actually do things where they may stumble and fall. This happens when tenure is awarded. Henry Lee Allen of the National Education Association also notes that tenure is essential because it fosters stability and encourages productivity in academic organizations. Tenure rewards hardworking teachers, giving them the recognition they deserve. The U.S. Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, in 2014, asserts that no teacher ever goes into education to make $1 million. We need to recognize and reward the talent that is changing students' lives every single day. Also, granting tenure to qualified applicants builds a much more productive environment for educators all around. Michael Cameron states that in 2010, that were it not for the tenure track, colleges and universities would be filled with a nascent faculty that would lack institutional knowledge and serve as an insufficient resource, especially in the area of faculty advising. Lastly, Michael Cameron of Dean College also notes that once institutions begin to stifle speech, they begin to stifle learning, and this learning occurs with tenure.